When the New York Jets can't get any weirder, they get much weirder. Anybody, I would like to say anybody that's listened to me for a while could see this coming. Anybody could see this circus coming. Anybody could see this train wreck coming. Anybody could see this diva wrecking everyone around him. This is why the Green Bay Packers were happy to see sports' biggest diva walk out the door. The guy they made the highest paid player in the NFL at the time, Aaron Rodgers, they were giddy to see him walk out the door. And the reason is exactly what is happening now. His nonstop narcissistic drama is a franchise killer. And the classy and smart Green Bay Packers. And if you're confused by what happens to your franchise when you get attached to a diva like Aaron Rodgers, take a look at the trajectory of two franchises. The Green Bay Packers, would you dare say that they're on the upswing? Would you dare say the momentum, the trajectory of the Packers is pretty positive? I would think you would. You know, we last checked on them. They were blasting the Dallas Cowboys and then playing the San Francisco 49ers off their feet in the playoffs, while the New York Jets were going absolutely sideways. That's why they were happy to let the diva walk out the door. So they're happy. The Packers are happy to let another franchise deal with the reality show that is Aaron Rodgers. The NFL is a production business. I think it should be like all businesses. It should be production businesses, but the NFL is certainly the production business. It's been a long time since Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer, has produced. Now, not all of it's his fault. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's his fault that he played 3 snaps last season, but it's the Jets' fault for falling for this guy's diva act. You know why the Jets are always terrible? Why they're always a mess? They're dumb. They're just dumb. Dumb businesses do dumb things, and this one does it over and over again. Signing him was dumb. Letting him dictate the terms of who was coaching and who was playing for them was even dumber. So here he goes again. Every time you think it's just too weird, he makes it even weirder. This was reported late yesterday, and of course, it's being talked about, which is exactly what he wants. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, here you go. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has recently approached the NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers, according to Yahoo Sports, and former Minnesota governor and professional wrestler Jesse Ventura about serving as his running mate on an independent presidential ticket, and both have welcomed the overtures. Two people familiar with the discussions have said, well, of course they're listening. What else do they have to do? For the record, I believe that we should have 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 10th parties. Our political system is a absolute duopoly that you wouldn't tolerate in any other consumer product line on the planet. Our political system is awful. It is an absolute barrier to entry. You should want more parties. We have too few parties. I'm all for it. I voted third party countless times. Not this one, but countless times. That's great. I'm not anti-third party. I'm pro-bunch of parties. More parties means more competition. The voter of today likes less competition, so I have no problem with a third party. Don't even turn it around on me. What I have a problem with is him and the Jets, again and again. Why people fall for this. All right, Kennedy has confirmed that the two men were at the top of his list. He said that he's been speaking to Aaron Rodgers, quote, continuously for the past month. He's also been in touch with Jesse Ventura, the former governor. Okay. There was a lot to like about Jesse Ventura at one time. There was. So, okay. Well, Robert Kennedy Jr. is 70 years old. Okay. Now, I know the arguments. I know what's coming. I get it every single time. So it goes something like this. But Jeff, he has every right to be a Robert Kennedy supporter, an anti-vaxxer, a truther, a 9/11 was an inside job guy. Yeah, he can do all that stuff. He has every right to do all of those things. No one is denying that. He doesn't lack the opportunities to be a 9/11 was an inside job guy, an anti-vaxxer, a truther. Go down the list. He's not lacking opportunities to do that. He can spout that stuff all day, every day. But the headline, the headline in a column in the USA today says it best. And it says, Aaron Rodgers as a VP is a joke. So is his commitment to the New York Jets. Yeah, that's true. See, they pay him almost $100 million, just like the Packers paid him $100 million, and he keeps quitting on everyone. Got that? Aaron Rodgers as a VP is a joke. So is his commitment to the Jets. Okay. So, but Jeff, his right. I said he can spout tinfoil hat garbage all day, every day. He can debate it, although he doesn't like to do that. He likes to sort of throw it out there, then run away from it and act like you've made it up. He can do it all day long. We can debate it all the time. Here's what I think this is about. Okay, some of it makes sense. Well, all of it's perfect for Aaron Rodgers, but I think the first part of this is fairly reasonable. Okay, so this is what I think this is about. Number one, Robert Kennedy Jr. needs to cut through the clutter. He needs clicks. He needs mentions. He needs to matter. At the very least, he needs to be talked about. And Aaron Rodgers' name will get everyone talking. Absolutely. In that regard, it makes perfect sense. Aaron Rodgers being involved for Robert Kennedy Jr. helps with the younger conspiracy theory bros and the psychedelic crowd. I get it. I get the strategy involved. I know it's not going to win, but I get the strategy involved. It makes perfect sense on the political side that you want to generate the clicks with the younger conspiracy bros. So he needs Aaron Rodgers. He needs Aaron Rodgers' star power. That all makes perfect sense. But if Aaron Rodgers gave a flip about the New York Jets, or if he wanted to be taken seriously as a football player anymore, he would have said, because that's his job. That's what they pay him $100 million to do. Guaranteed, by the way, everyone. But if he took his job seriously, if he, just like with the Packers, that's why they wanted him out the door. I kept saying it all along. This guy's a pain in the ass. He doesn't play enough to justify the drama. But if he wanted to be taken seriously by the football world, if he wanted to care, if he wanted to show the Jets that he gave a flip about the franchise, he would have said privately, because notice how he's not saying this over the past 24 hours. Notice what he's not doing. He would have said, hey, Bob, my brother, my man, I'm behind you. I dig your whole position. I get it. I'm all in. But I owe the Jets to lay low for a while. I owe it to them. I need to keep, this is what he would say, I need to keep my head down. This is what he also would do. I need to keep my head down. I need to go to work, and I need to be less of a distraction because I just need to go to work. I played 3 snaps, man. Please don't use my name. That's what he would have done. He would have already said, hey, I'm a big supporter of his, but right now I'm a member of the New York Jets. He would tweet this out. I'm a member of the Jets, and I got to go to work to play football. That's what he would do if he cared about the Jets. Now, if he wants to bail on the Jets and give them their money back and go do this, right on, man. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Give it all up. That's what a responsible adult would do and say. That's what a committed football player would do and say. You know what, even more importantly, that's what the face of a franchise would say. I need to lay low. I need to go to work. I need to play football. But Aaron Rodgers is such a diva, and he is so desperate, as usual, to get everyone to think he's about something other than being a football player. The guy's quest seems to be, I'm not a football player, but yet somehow he keeps showing up and taking everybody's money, mainly because they're dumb enough to give it to him. But he wants the world to know he's not a football player. So, you know what he won't do? He won't be a responsible pro. He won't be a pro. As usual, his narcissism has already done it and embarrassed his employer. Who, by the way, just understand this, his current employer, committed a guaranteed $75 million for 2 years. In year one of a guaranteed $75 million contract, he played 3 snaps. And now we're not even to off-season training, and he's already off doing something again. Because you know what he really wants? He wants us all asking all summer long, oh no, is he going to play again? Oh no, is he going to do something else? Pretty sure the football world just left him behind. The thing with this diva, though, is as soon as you call him out, it's going to happen if it hasn't happened already, but as soon as he's called out and criticized for being a headline-grabbing diva, he whines and says the criticism is, I never said that. You took it out of context. I didn't mean that. That didn't happen. That's what he'll do. Every single time when he screws over his employer and says, no, that's not true. I didn't do that. I remember the Packers. Remember he said, I didn't get their calls. Wait, what? You didn't? My favorite Aaron Rodgers public fit is this. Criticism doesn't bother me. I'm used to this stuff. Then he spends the next 48 hours whining about the criticism and talking about the criticism. Should you feel sorry for the Jets? Nah. No. I don't feel sorry for the Jets. See, because the problem with the Jets, as dumb as they are, is because their owner's dumb. And dumb owners do dumb things over and over and over again. See, the Packers don't do this stuff. Look where they're going. They knew. They knew right away, this guy is quitting on us, and we got to get out. And they found somebody dumb enough, desperate enough, to hire him and give him the money. The owner of the Jets was so desperate for clicks himself, he fell for the Aaron Rodgers deal. And now look at him. Now look. What I think this is really about is he really wants us to talk about, and it's going to happen. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how people I think people are over this. But I think what he wants is for us he's so desperate for us to ask the question publicly all the time, is he going to play again? Right? The summer of drama of Aaron Rodgers when he mattered a little bit more than he matters now. 3 snaps is not going to win over the football public. He wants another dramatic story, and this time he wants us to wonder if he's going to play football or he's so brilliant he'll do something else. He can do anything he wants because he's so brilliant. Don't feel sorry for the Jets. They're just dumb. The owner's a moron. The Packers are cracking up. They are. Again, they're like, we kind of got this figured out. See, this is why we let him walk out the door. And RFK Jr., I don't know what, I guess maybe he'll get out of it what he wants, and that is clicks and mentions. And he'll do a little bit of good, I suppose. But he's probably going to figure out what the Jets have figured out, that even if he says he's going to work with you, he'll screw you over. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be a running mate. He wants us to talk about him being a running mate. He doesn't even want to be a football player, but he wants us to talk about him being a football player. At the end, I don't know exactly what he wants to do other than everybody spend time wondering what he's going to